Hey guys, welcome back to part 2. In this part of the tutorial I'm going to show you another type of special move. This isn't a dragon punch style special move anymore. It's going to be sort of a sliding forward, multiple hitting kick type move. So I've just for this tutorial I've borrowed his medium kick. Basically he's going to slide forward at that point towards player 2. There's 3 attack frames, then he's going to recover. I could make, rather than 3 attack frames, I could make one long attack frame with the same value of ticks as the 3 combined and then adjust the triggers, but I like to do things separately. So yeah, same process, make a new state. I've made the same state with the same animation number. We want to make sure the move hits first, so you can use standing physics for this when applying the velocity, because what that does is it adds friction to the velocity and stops the character eventually, so that saves stopping the velocity at a certain point, but I think I'm still going to use no physics for this. I want him to slide forward on frame 3. So we don't want him to move in the air at all, so we're just going to add an X value. So if we say 7, then we want to create another velocity or a vel set and return both values to 0 on frame 6. So that's when we want the movement to stop. Then we want to change state back to the standing state when his anim time has finished, so when his animation's over. You can also use this as a trigger for that, which means the same thing. Put him back to the standing state and give him control. Also, in the first part of the tutorial I actually didn't cover this, but we're going to make a command for the move now. Or what I'm going to do is use a command already available. So we're going to use this command, which is quarter of a circle forwards and light kick. So just to show you how to define a new command, just say you open and close a bracket, type command, give it a name, and make sure it's in quote marks, and then you type the command in. You'll notice this little symbol here, that applies negative edge. If you don't know what that is, you might want to Google it, because I'm not the best at explaining it, but so yeah, to do a quarter of a circle forwards you type down, D for down, comma, DF for down forwards, and forwards, and then comma, and then your attack button. You can also give it a time frame. If you don't add a time frame, then it will use the defaults at the top of your command file, which is 20 game ticks. That's pretty much more than enough, so we'll leave that out. So yeah, we're going to apply that name now and make a change state for the move. So we're going to make one, say there. And you know how to make a change state because you saw how to do that in the basic attack tutorial. So we want to give it the value of our new state number. Trigger all equals the command name. we don't want to be able to do it while in the air, so state type does not equal air. We don't have to put this as S because obviously there's a couple of downward frames in that move, so obviously you will be going into a crouching state during that move, so it's fine to just say doesn't equal air, so you can do it when standing or crouching. Trigger 1 equals control. So hopefully this move should work now. Whoops, wrong one. So there you go. You'll see him sliding now, but obviously he won't be attacking player 2. You can add more force and velocity if you like. So we're going to copy paste the hit def again. Trigger our hit frames 3, 4 and 5. Your damage, if you're having a multiple hitting move, your damage will multiply each time the frame lands, so it'll be 35 times 3. There's also a calculator if you below new project, so you can see how much damage that will create. So 105 seems okay for a special move. I don't want the pulls of the hits to be too long, so I might reduce that slightly. Ground type low because he's getting hit in the stomach. Give him a decent amount of hit and slide time. And to slide back enough. I think that's all. Let's see how the move looks now. Yeah, so if you want him, I mean, you can adjust the hit def so that it knocks player 2 off their feet. I might do that on the last hit actually. So I've commented out the third hit frame, and then I'm just gonna add that in on this one. Oh yeah, make sure you change the attribute as well. You can also add a bit of a dramatic pause as well for the final hit. Four equals 1. So let's see how that looks now.
Fight.
Yeah, so a bit more of a hit pause, I think. You can play around with it and adjust it to how you need to. So I want player 2 to fly back a bit more as well. See how that looks now.
Fight.
I mean, you can keep it the same pulse time, it doesn't really matter.
Fight.
Just whatever suits you. Just trying to combo into it. I think I've made the animation a bit slow. Oh, so it obviously only hit the last frame there. There you go. Also, just one thing quickly, if this move you want to make it cost power, then say for example you want it to cost half of a chunk of your power meter, and the power meter is worth 3,000 points. Where it says power add, if you put minus 500, you then need to go into your commands, and where the trigger is the command of the move, if you press two and symbols, power is greater than or equal to 500. So that's the minimum requirement to do this move. And then obviously you'd want to remove any get powers or give powers. This applies to a super move as well, you can do the same. There you go, so you should see it deplete now. So you'll see it's used some power for the move. That concludes this part of the tutorial. In the next part we'll be looking at how to create a super move. Thanks for watching.